Beautiful day, beautiful day, beautiful day. You looking like an absolute winner. How you doing? Randy D. Rocks here, Kratom 911. And I'm just checking in with you today, see what's going on. Going to have the title today is going to be Secrets of Kratom, or Kratom Secrets. Ooh, let's decide what way we're going to go with that, right? But some key points I'm going to discuss here. And I promise I will not keep you. I'm going to practice keeping the videos, do it under 15 minutes. I just get so engrossed in talking with you sometimes, and I like to get the information out to you. And whenever I see these PhDs, pharmacology, or I run across a good, news article, and I know that it's done by a reporter that's really out here doing the work and putting the true facts out there, I've just got to get it to you. It's a lot of information, but I like to get the information to you. As I talked before, I bring it to you, I filter it, and this is for the folks out there that's dealing with the chronic pain. And if you don't have to deal with chronic pain, then you don't relate to that, that's okay. I'm talking right now to the folks on chronic pain. I know what you're going through. It's like a constant adrenaline shooting through your body. You got two choices. Find some way to relieve the pain, or you deal with it. And some people deal with it. Most of the time I deal with it. That's why I work as many hours as I do. That's how I stay active, and I deal with it. When it gets to the point where my body's saying, hey Randy, gotta have some rest here, then I'll get to Kratom and CBD. I love the CBD without THC. In fact, starting another channel. It's going to be basically for CBD. And I'm into the holistics, you know that. I'm very much into the holistics. So it's important to get the information to you, and I'm going to do it that way. This channel will always be for Kratom. I have a passion for it. I'm not in the business, don't care to be in the business. Been around the business, yeah, I got contacts all over the world, yes. I have a lot of growers in Indonesia that I stay in touch with on a daily basis. But that's because I like to kind of keep my finger on the pulse of the industry, what's going on with them. And also, as you know, I'm working on a documentary called Kratom 911. And they're going to be some of those nice gentlemen and ladies are going to be in the documentary. So that's why I stay in touch with them. And, I'm usually up at 3 or 4 in the morning because it's daytime there in Indonesia and Thailand. And that's just the way I communicate with them. And so that's really, really important. In fact, that's going to go along with this video right here. And that's where I learn a lot of the information about Kratom. It's from actual folks that's out there growing it, farming it, harvesting it. And I'm talking about tons. I'm talking about 100 tons plus. And we're going to talk about that. We always talk about the Kratom Protection Act. Very important here in the country. And it's important to follow all the laws, all the regulations. I highly recommend that. And that's why, what I recommend is if you're going to use Kratom, make sure it's lab tested. You watch my videos, I always say make sure it's lab tested. That way you know exactly what's in it. Do business with a dispensary that you could actually walk into. You can talk to them. I'm very pro that, and I'll tell you why. Because the FDA has not approved interstate transportation of Kratom. It's just not supposed to be done. You have states that are leading edge, like Oregon, for example. They have licensed the first Kratom dispensary in the country. That's good. There'll be others to come. Colorado's are working on a Kratom Protection Act. Other states have already passed it. So it's a work in progress, but what I say now is definitely follow the rules, follow the regulations. That's the best way to move forward. This video is about individuals that are out there that's tried, and I linked on my last video, and I'll link on this video, a report about it's easier for doctors. There's a certain prescription that's supposed to help people get off opiates. And they have to go to school. They have to take classes just to dispense this medication. But they don't have to go to class to dispense opiates. And I'm going to put this on there. I'm going to link it so you can watch it. It's just incredible. And, we talk about that. But why a lot of people use Kratom is because it's basically they're trying to get off the opiates the only way they know how. For whatever reason, they're not going to rehab, they're not going to the doctor, they're not going to go use their insurance because there's a record made of it, ladies and gentlemen, and they know that. And they're not looking for there to be, basically jeopardize their employment, their family's livelihood. So that's why they use Kratom. Now, I'm going to do another video here in the future, and it's going to be talking about definitely do not use alcohol and Kratom. Do not mix anything with the Kratom except like some fruit juice or a smoothie or some water even. But, no other forms of medication. Of course, go talk to their doctor. But what I'm saying is people that are on the streets, that's the ones I'm talking to. People out there that they have nowhere else to turn. Well, I think you'll agree it's better for them to have some Kratom and get off of the opiates and get their life back, and then they can get off the Kratom. Yeah, you watch my videos. Some people say that Kratom is addictive. It says that on Wikipedia. I can only speak from my experience and other people that I've talked to that's on YouTube also, their experience. And there was no addiction there. It's just like it's easy. I mean, I'd go a month or two and not even use it. And some other people are the same way. Are there individuals possibly could get addicted? Yeah, they could get addicted to coffee. They could get addicted to tea. They could get addicted to alcohol. But I definitely we're going to go over that. Do not mix alcohol. Do not mix anything with the Kratom. Just use it to get off the opiates. And that's what I'm going to talk about more. Is that it's important. Picture it this way: if you and that person, your best friend, or your relative, or your loved one, or your coworker was walking down a path. Let's say you were in a secluded area, like the jungle. You're walking down the path together. There's not any doctors, there's not any hospitals, no clinics, and they turn to you and they let you know in confidence that they are on opiates. What are you going to say to them? Oh, well, good luck with that. Oh, what are you going to do? You're going to reach out to them and see how you can help them. What if there is no insurance? You're out there. But guess what? You just happen to be in a tropical area where there's thousands of these trees called Kratom trees, and the leaves are everywhere. And you could easily get some of those Kratom leaves, mix them up with some water, make a tea with it. That's a lot of folks in Mali and Indonesia and Thailand. That's what they do. They basically make them a tea. They drink it daily. That's how they have to go out and work 12-hour days, and they've been doing this for years and years and years. These trees grow wild out there. I'm gonna put some pictures in some of these videos I have and let you see how they're growing everywhere. And these businesses here that's selling it to veterans, $40 for 3 grams. Oh my goodness. I'm not even going to talk about that. I'll let Will, who I talked to you about his channel, and I'll link to it. He's a veteran, did tours overseas, and he's in pain. He's just looking for a remedy, and that's how he found the Kratom. And that's what this channel's for, so that it saves people from going through what we went through, where we're out here searching, and we're in pain at the time, and we didn't know which way to turn. We turn one way, we're looking for relief, turn the other way, and then all this fake news is out there with their scare tactics, trying to keep people intimidated. It's just not right. So what we're doing with these channels is very simple. We follow the rules, follow the regulations. It is legal. The state I'm in is legal. They're working on the Kratom Protection Act right now. And, other states are following, so that's good. I just like it when everybody, can go out here and they can have the choice, or if they choose to have a cup of Kratom tea and get off the opiates, or get off of the antidepressants, or get off the alcohol, whatever it is they're getting off of, I applaud them for that. And they can use Kratom to do it and then get off the Kratom. Use CBD. I use the CBD. It helps me sleep without the THC, of course. And, they can do that also. But that's the benefits of the Kratom. And we're going to talk more about that in other videos. A lot of people are using Kratom also now to get off of alcohol. But right now I'm going to talk about the secrets of Kratom, talking to the actual farmers. And you're going to see, I know there's people out there, they're going to jump up and down and they're going to go, ooh, oh yeah, there is all kinds of Kratom. Well, I'm tending to listen to the people that grow it and raise it and harvest it, market it, and we're talking hundreds and hundreds of tons of it. And what they say to me is, they very simple say, Randy, all these different names are being made up. Because think about it, and it makes a lot of logic to me, because they're going out here and these trees are just growing wild out there, thousands of them. How do they know what species of tree that is other than it's Kratom? I mean, all these different names, it's just marketing, ladies and gentlemen, because I talked to one of the top farmers, harvesters in Indonesia. And what he said to me is that the differences in the red and the green and the white Kratom is the amount of time that they cure it. Because if you think about it, it's very logical. When they have these leaves, they're all green. How do they know? I mean, listen to Dr. Christopher McCurdy there in Florida. They're actually growing the trees so they can source them. That's the only way they know. They have to source them themselves. So they grow them, and then they know they can source them. All right, they're using those in their research. Out there, these farmers and these harvesters, they just know where the trees are. They don't know who planted them. Mother Nature planted them. But they know where they're at, and then they harvest them, and it's the amount of curing time that they choose. And then they say, okay, this one's cured for 1 day. This one's cured for 2 days. That's how they get the color, different color grades. And I know you're going to hear all these names out there, Hulu yellow and, Baja green, and I got that. I hear that, but, I'm just saying what I'm passing on, just like I always promised you I would. Information that's passed to me. I love Skype. I love Zoom, the digital age, and we can visit with them every day. And that's what he said to me. And that a lot of people over there, most folks don't know it, but a lot of people, they basically have used that their whole life. They've been using it. I mean, they drink it like tea, like we drink tea and coffee. And they're not falling out dead. I'm just saying, passing it on. That's what he said. They're not falling. They would be doing something about it if they had all these, people just falling over. It's just accepted over there. That's the way it is. Yeah, some people use it to get off the morphine, the opiates, the heroin, other illicit drugs, but a lot of them just use it on a daily basis, and they don't think anything about it. They just do it. And the Kratom tree, for a long time, when they first found it, they were actually using it for furniture because it would grow so fast, and they could make furniture with it. And then they began, someone got on to, start drinking, made a tea with the leaves, and then they found out, hey, this really helps with people who's addicted to the opiates, the heroin, because they got a lot of the opium over there. And that's when they discovered, and they, basically began drinking it, and it helped them get their lives back. And that's what's going on over there, and they basically are not trying to hurt people. They're just, they're out there harvesting it. It's a daily occurrence to them. And here in the country, in the U.S., that's why more and more there's millions and millions of folks now that's learning about Kratom. And the important part of it is for anybody, like we was talking about earlier, that does not have access to adequate health care. You see, they do not have access to insurance. Maybe they're unemployed. There could be a lot of reasons, and they're for whatever reason they got addicted to opiates. Maybe it's someone that they were in college and they went to a party, and it was put into something that they didn't know about, and that's how they got hooked. They didn't even plan on it. This world we live in is so different, and what I'm saying is it shouldn't cost them their life. That's what I'm saying. Why should they have to pay the price of their life just because something happened that was really they didn't plan on it? It just happened. You know, what can we do then? Well, we got to have a solution. We got to have a way to help them. That's what I'm looking. That's what this channel is about, helping people. I'm not into hurting people. I'm into loving people. You know what I'm saying? And love is an action, and it's helping people. I wish I would have had that. You know, a lot of you watch my channel. You know the story. I was in an accident, and I was a passenger. It changed my life, and that's how I found out about opiates. And I just knew I had to get off of them, and that's the way it was. And the Kratom's what did it, but I had to go out here and research. I really did. I looked, and you hear all this noise out there, negative noise. But you know what? I'm going to be honest with you. I punched through that because of the severe pain I was dealing with and the opiates, the way they make you feel. I punched through that. I said, you know what? I'd rather take the chance and go to get my life back. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, hey, millions and millions of people are using the Kratom and have been using it, and they're alive. And I went for it. And, you know, it changed my life. That was the first night I had sleep in months. My body relaxed and I could sleep. I wasn't getting high. You know what I'm saying? I didn't drink alcohol. I mean, a cup of coffee was about the most I did. I didn't do that every day. And you know, it changed my life. Kratom changed my life. That's why I'm spreading the word. That's what this channel is about. And I'll be honest with you. Hey, I've had friends. I've had family. They don't understand it. They don't, why, like, Randy, why are you going out there and telling your story? And, ooh, you know what? I'm telling my story because I'd like to help people so they don't have to go through what I went through. You know, that's just like you. That's what you're watching this channel. There's a reason the universe brought you to this channel. And that reason is so whoever it is that you come in touch with that's on the opiates or the illicit drugs, hey, it could, video games are popular. Twitch is very popular right now. Minecraft, Call of Duty. People play these games together. They got good friends, and they got people that they actually love. That, when the opiates touch them and they get addicted, they're going to reach out to their friends like, hey, what can they do? And then what you can say is, hey, here's a channel. Go check this out. Some good information, and then make a decision. That's all we say here is make a decision. And it's been great talking with you. I'm going to do some more videos, about the Kratom and different people that sent me emails and asked me different questions, and I'm going to answer those questions in the future. And one of those is talking about alcohol, and I'm going to go into that in more detail. But what I say is stay away from the alcohol. Do not mix it at all. That's just what I advise. And this is for educational purposes only, informational purposes only. I'm just speaking from what I went through and, to help people. And that's what we're here for. Until next time, take care of yourself. It's your best friend in the whole world. See you later. Until next time, peace out.